So in today's webinar, we're going to have a quick look at the sales productivity and quick intro, challenges faced by your sales team when it comes to their daily routine, and what we refer to automation, and the quick demonstration of the CRM features with regards to automation options. We'll also have a dedicated Q&A session at the end to ensure all the questions are being answered before we leave the session today. Right. So here comes the very first question. What is sales productivity? Sales productivity is broadly defined as the rate at which members of your team acquire revenue for your organization. Let's say how well they convert your incoming leads into your deals. The opportunities turn from the prospects that we receive. And experts mention it is only 39% of the sales reps use their time effectively, and nearly 65% of the managers have a major complaint like lack of resource and time when it comes to performing their job. Also, a study reveals that businesses using marketing automation to nurture prospects have seen significantly greater increase in the qualified leads. So those nurtured leads in turn make purchases larger than their non-nurtured counterparts. And this is the impact of productivity. All right, so let's have a quick check on the daily routines. It could be sending out emails to the leads, scheduling follow-up tasks, updating fields, leaving voice messages when we are unable to reach out a prospect, assigning the leads to the right reps, approving the discounts, or setting up the entire sales process. And this might sound simple, but taken care manually might end up with challenges like inconsistent follow-up, more time spent on the data entry operations. Sales teams might not be aligned with the sales process. Leads might turn cold even before it's been assigned to the right ones. So what happens? We miss the opportunity. And now we could get the questions like, is improving sales productivity is going to be our first priority? Or let's say pre and post sales activities take up majority of our sales time, and a lot more. And if the answer is going to be as per any of these scenario, it's high time for us to bring in the automation into the picture. Now, what is automation? So automation is a feature that helps you reduce manual work behind performing any task while saving your time and effort and reducing the human errors. No matter what the business is or no matter what the business processes are, every single sales process will have some repeated actions which can be automated by a good CRM system to increase the productivity. So wondering how? Let's have a quick check on few basics before we dive in. So it could be like managing the sales and the marketing processes using workflows, setting up the process starting from the lead generation till the deal closure using the product management features, automatically assigning the records to users using assignment rules, identifying the leads which have higher probability of getting converted using the scoring rules option. And you can also automate the repetitive task with Zoho CRM, which will help your sales team spend less time on data entry and more time on selling. So with all this in place, we'll be able to break sales records without breaking a sweat. And these are the topics we're going to cover in today's webinar, starting from the lead gen tracking, followed by automation, lead enrichment, sales enablement, analytics and reports, and sales process management. Right. So let's start off with the very first topic for the day, lead gen and tracking. Yes, gone are the days where customers had only a couple of options to reach out the business like email and telephony. But now in the digital era, customers have n number of channels to reach out the business, and it is must for the business to engage with the leads through every single channel possible, correct? So having said that, here we have got you omni-channel of feature, so you can just have a better connect with your customers through multiple channels, be it email, phone, chat, and lot more. And it also allows you to centralize the information and empower your teams to have a contextual and meaningful conversation with your prospect. So when we talk about the live chat, it is actually powered by Zoho Sales IQ, and this is the most preferred communication channel when a lead lands on the website, and we get the codes readily available. What we need to do is simply copy the code, embed them on the web pages, and that's done. Also, we have one more option that can actually help you to capture your website visitors information into your CRM, and that's going to be the web form. So building these web forms requires no expertise in coding. It's just a simple drag and drop that can help you to build the form from the scratch. And we also get the publishing options. You can just choose the best that's going to suit your website requirement and get the codes embedded on your web pages. So you'll be able to collect the data into the specific module that you have created the web form for. So with these options, we'll be able to generate leads within the CRM system. Right, so let's have a quick check. So let's get to the setup page. And right there, you find the list of channels. So let's start off with the email. So right there, you can find the email configuration, email. And this is going to let you to have your email client integrated with your CRM using IMAP, POP3, or the API integrations. So by default, the email sharing settings would be set as private. However, you can change it to public or customize it to the record level. Also, while you try to configure your email, you can also get the server details auto-filled. So when it is going to be any popular provider, you can get the server details, incoming and the outgoing server details auto-picked, and then it will be updated. So when you have your IMAP integration in place, you will be able to have a separate mailbox that's going to segregate the mails into 4 different columns. So you can just get to know from whom you have received the emails from, also making the process a clutter-free one. And then we have got you the telephony, so which is going to help you out to dial your customers right from your CRM system, where we have got you the options to have your CRM integrated with multiple vendors. So right there, you have the options to define with whom the particular vendor to be associated with. And not just that, you can also now have your Zoho's own PBX service integrated with your CRM just by purchasing the number based on your country locale. And with that, you'll also be able to get the details in front of you while you receive a call or you try to dial your customers. So let's give it a try. So let me just get you the leads module. And let's say I would like to send out a mail. So I can just select the record and then head on send mail, which is going to let me to construct a mail where I can also bring in the templates which have been readily available. So you can just find it has been completely customized, and you can also send it immediately or can also be scheduled for a later time. In case if you'd like to bring in any attachments, you can just find it from the attach option. So where it can be from your desktop, the documents which we have it within the CRM system, the work drive integrations, and within the particular record. Also, if you would like to dial the customer, you can just hit on the dial call button. That would help you to dial the customer, or you can also schedule the calls. So you can just schedule the calls for a later time, and you can just dial your customers right from your CRM, or you can also log the call that has been done already. So this can also be added to the closed activities, which can be used for further reference. In the next channel right there is just going to be the social. Yes, Zoho CRM is fully equipped to handle your social media profiles like Twitter and Facebook, where you can just bring in your brands. And when there is going to be any interaction with the tweet or the post, yes, we would like to have them added as a record. And for that, you need not worry about having a user to do. You can just automate it using the automate lead gen option. So based on the condition you set, you'll be able to add them as your lead or a contact. And to manage them in a better way, we have got it covered under the social module. There you find the dashboard, which can give you the numbers that is being like tweeted on our page or some mentions, all that in place. And then you can just add your listening columns where you can just add the keyword search. And now, in case if you'd like to add them as your lead or a contact, you could simply get to the particular contact and add them as a lead or contact, and all the organization details would be added to the account section. And then comes a post, which is going to let you to make a quick post and tweet right from your CRM page without having to juggle between different logins. And then the next option is just going to be the live chat. So this is actually powered by Zoho Sales IQ. So right there, you can just find the codes readily available. What we need to do is copy the code, embed them on the web pages. So let's just get you the Sales IQ page so you get a better idea. So you can find the concentric circles, which can give you an idea about your website visitors movement. And let me just click on this. So you'll get a chat option, and right there you'll find the visitor. So this also mentions you where you're from, the IP address, the page you are in, whether it's a social media visit or a direct visit or a referral visit, all that in place. And now when you just initiate a chat, so you'll get it right over there and you'll be able to get the update. And by default, it would be added as a lead. However, you can also change it to contact in order to add the deal values. So you can find the options, whether it's a new visitor or a returning visitor. So you'll be able to get the update. And at the end of the session, you'll also be able to capture their feedback, and all this would be added as a record in your leads module. So when we get to the leads module, you can find Erica's record right there. You can find the Erica's record. Also, the lead source mentions. So this is actually a canvas view. So the lead source mentions chat. And we also got the notes, and then sometime we'll be able to get the, so there you can find the notes, and then sometime we'll be able to get the chat transcript under the attachments. And the other option that can help you to capture your website visitors information is just going to be your web form. So right there in the contact page, we have got the join us form, which I have built for the Zilka builders. So you can just find the list of properties available. And whenever there's going to be a submission made, this would be added to the particular module. Let's have a quick check. So when we just get you the web forms right there, you can find the join us form that we have built it for the leads module. And you can also get to know how well we are performing from the analytics, like the numbers, the number of visits, who has submitted partial versus complete submission, the device-based source, all that in place, and the region that have participated, also the lead conversion rate. And if you'd like to make any changes, you can also run the A/B testing, and you have the options to edit your form anytime with just a click of a button. And now you can make fields free from being mandated. or have certain fields hidden with the default value. So you need not worry about customers choosing the right option. And we have also got the basic styling options. With that, you can just give your form a better look and feel when it has been embedded on your web pages. And in the next page, you'll be able to add the basic details about the form. Say you can just redirect to a different URL, or you can just add the thank you page, redirect them to the thank you page, or splash a message. You can just set it based on your requirement, and you can also assign it to the direct user or to a team with using the assignment rule without any bias. For better understanding, I'm also adding the tags. And in case if you'd like to get the double confirmation, you can also enable the double opt-in option and get that saved. And right there, you find the publishing options starting from the source embed iframe. Recently, we have added the link and QR. So that is how we'll have this set. And you need not worry about updating the code every single time. So with a quick refresh, it gets updated. So right there, you can find the mobile field is set free now. And with these options, you can just make sure you generate leads. And in order to check the effectiveness of the leads that we have created, so again, we have got a couple of options. So now comes the signals feature. The signals feature in Zoho CRM can provide you the real-time notification from your leads, contacts, or the potential customers, where you can keep track of the interactions across various channels and follow up with them from one central space, and that's going to be a CRM system. So you could simply hit on the little bell icon, and that way you will be able to get all the interaction, the status of all the interaction of your customers. And that way you'll also be able to connect with your customers and have quick follow-ups with your leads and contacts and close deals smartly. Also, we have got you the WhatsApp integration. So WhatsApp integration is one of the most recently introduced, like the commonly used one. So the WhatsApp is in order to help businesses to interact with their customers via business messages right from the CRM account, as well as to keep a record of these interactions. CRM here provides you with a seamless integration of WhatsApp. All that you need is just the WhatsApp business account that would help you to get that integrated. Once the integration is done, you'll get the messages module, and through which you'll be able to track all your interactions. So right there, you'll find the signals feature in the draw column. So the emails that has been sent has been bounced. You can find the emails that we have received, open ones, and the registration for the webinar, all that in place. And you can also get that enabled for different medium. Getting to the settings, so you can find the services, signals available. You can enable it and get the notifications, so you'll be able to stay on top of your communication process. Also, we have got you the WhatsApp under the business messaging. So all that you need to do is have it integrated with your WhatsApp business, and that way you'll be able to authorize the business account and have the interactions stored within your CRM system. And now that we are done with the lead creation and the lead generation and tracking, so what next? So it is to make sure we get them into the right hands, and also to automate the most frequently used process, correct? So that is when the automation features gets into the picture. To start with, here we have got you the assignment rule. So now that we have seen the different ways how leads could come in, the next step is to make sure it is into the right hands. So for that, here we have got you the lead assignment. So this works on the rule entry, and the rule entry here defines how the incoming lead should be assigned to the users. And you can also check for the availability before it's been assigned to the user. So you can make sure none of the leads go for unnoticed or fall through cracks. And with the lead assignment, we can be rest assured the leads are being pushed into the right hands. What next? It's just going to be like sending out acknowledgement mails or having quick field updates or scheduling calls and lot more, say like the daily routines. Uh, and now with the workflow rules, you'll be able to automate most of your sales routines, like sending out emails, scheduling tasks, updating fields, and lot more, which can be triggered instantly or can be set for a later date. So let's get to the workflow automation, assignment rules. And you can find the web form leads, which has been already associated with the web form. Join us. So you can just set the condition, or this can be assigned for all the records. So you can just set the conditions with the pattern and or pattern, and then define with whom it should be assigned. So it can be for the users, roles, or the groups that you have created. Or you can also go with users matching certain criteria, ZR suggestions, or you can check the availability on their online status or the shift timings, and add follow-ups if required and have this saved. If the condition fails, you can just assign it to the logged in user, or you can also pick any other user who would be in charge for the particular record that has been assigned to them. Right. And then comes the workflow rules. So here I have got one for the booking confirmation. So whenever there is going to be a booking done, matching the criteria, we are going to trigger actions like add tags, send out email notification. So you can also get to know the email template that we have created. So we are just letting them that the booking has been confirmed. And now you can also define the from and the to email address. In addition, you could find the rest of the actions readily available, or you can also schedule the actions for later time as a follow-up. And once this is all set, you can have that saved. Also, we have got you the options to check the usage using the view usage. This way we can get to know how well we are performing. So if there is going to be a failure, so we would be able to get to know why it has actually been like rejected. So you can find the reason for failure, and you do have the options to retry the action. So let's go ahead and submit a record. So let me just submit one. Also submit the next. So you can find two different users. So right there, you'll be able to find the records and you can find the different lead owners. Also, when we just get into the record, you'll be able to get the email that's been sent, which also mentions it is a workflow rule, and you'll be able to get the status right there. So you could just get the update. And let's say now after email connect, now we try to reach out the prospect over a call, but we can't guarantee that it the number of the customer, correct? Sometimes it's just going to be the voicemail box and we have to let them the message and update the same. So there are going to be three different actions that needs to be taken care when we leave a voice message to the customer. Yes, when there are going to be a couple of records, or let's say 10 or 20 records, yes, you can just do that manually. But there are going to be like more than that, that's going to consume a lot of your time, correct? Even 10 to 20 records is going to cost much of your time. So that is when we have got you the macros to help you to trigger all three actions with just a click of a button, like updating the field, sending out an email to the customer, and reassigning the task. So let's see how. So let me select the records. And right there, I'm just going to run the macro. So here we have got the workflow alert. I'm sorry, the voicemail alert. So this comes up with the field update, email, and the task. So let's head on run. So right there, you can find the update. So the status has been updated, task has been created, and when we get in the particular record, you'll find the email that would be triggered. Okay, so since this has been bounced, we are unable to add the mail. But then if it is going to be your clear one, you'll get the email. So right there, you'll be able to get the mail that's been sent, and you can also get to know what is this email all about. So in order to create a macro, you could simply select the macro or run macro, create macro, and that lets you to create the macro. So where you can just provide the name, description, select the template. And in case if you couldn't find the template, you can also create a new template from the scratch by choosing the predefined ones or inserting the HTML, or you can also create it from the scratch just by using the merge field option. Then you can just define the field that needs to be updated with the default value, add tasks. While adding the tasks, you can set reminders, which can be email, pop-up, or both, and share that with all the users or with specific users of your organization, or you can also keep it private. And this is how you'll be able to create a macro, and just by selecting the records, you'll be able to run the macro. So this is going to save a lot of your productive time. And what next? Let's say after several follow-up, the prospect is now ready to make a purchase, but they request for a higher discount than that of the one that's been set by the organization. So now we would go for the approval, correct? So if it is going to be a regular process, we would be requesting the approver to take a look at the request, and then they have to review and then approve or reject the request. But in Zoho CRM, we have the approval process where when there's going to be a request submitted for the high discount, it would be directly sent to the approver. The approver can just take any action like approve, reject, or delegate the permission to the other users. And now this gets automated. So while you try to set up the approval process, there are going to be 4 important steps that you need to take care of. To start with, you need to define the rule entry, followed by the approval, and then the actions upon approval, and finally the actions upon rejection. So once the conditions are met, the approval rule would be automatically applied for the particular module. So here we have got one the higher discount. So this we have built it for the leads module and define it when to execute. Also we have got like rule criteria. So you can just define the conditions and who should be the approver, actions upon approval, and actions upon rejection. So you can just set up the conditions based on your requirement, and finally head on done. So this gives you the entire summary. If you think this is good to go, have that saved. And this would be applied for the particular module. So let's give it a try. So let me just go ahead and update this record. So instead of 15, I'm just making it as 25. And now you can find the symbol that mentions it is waiting for the approval. And let me just approve. And now you can find the update. You can just find the status is now updated. So any questions on the topics we have covered so far? So are you all comfortable with the pace of the webinar, or you want me to slow down the pace, move faster? Please let me know on the questions box. Perfect. Can we move forward with the next topic for the day? Great. So the next topic for the day is just going to be the command center. Yes, I'm sure most of you will be using the blueprint, which is going to help you to build the process within a particular module. Let's say if you would like to qualify your lead, and you can just set up the process and let your customer like users to follow the same pattern all across. So you'll be able to define the state and the transitions that can let your users to move the record from one state to the other. And what if in case if you would like to set up the process starting from the lead generation till the deal closure or even beyond? And that is when we get you the journey builder into the picture. So the journey builder in Zoho CRM can help you to bring in multiple modules and even the third party or Zoho's applications into the flow. So let's have a quick check. So right there, we have got the experience center, command center, and you'll find the website conversion. So right here, we have got so it starts with a lead creation. And in order to create a lead, it is like submitting a record through the join us form. And then in order to create a contact, so we just define the process should go through the approval process, higher discount. So when the status is discount approved, we get the lead created. So right there, you have got the lead created, and it will not be right there in your leads. So you can find the contact now, and this lets you to create the deal. So right there, the next step is to creating the deal. So in order to create the deal, you can find a task has been created. So right there, you can just convert. And while you create the action, you can just find the task being created. In order to create the deal, we have to check for the score and the willing to purchase to be selected. So let's check for the score. So which is actually less. So we'll not be able to convert it. So it should be greater than 9. So unfortunately, this is actually less. When the willing to purchase has been selected, we'll be able to create the deal. If one condition fail, we'll not be able to get it right there. But we can also check it. With the other records. So maybe we can just give it a try. We can find the contact score that is greater. Also, we'll check for the account. Right. So let me just check on the willing to purchase. And now when we just get to the deals, you'll be able to get the Denko lead created. So there you can find the Denko lead. And in order to close the deal, it is like simply signing the agreement. So let's sign the agreement. And with that, we'll be able to get the handover date updated, also the deal getting closed. So you can just find the actions. So you'll also be able to get all the data updated and the deal getting closed. So this is how you'll be able to automate most of your process. And next to this, we have got you the data enrichment. So we have got the leads coming in. We have got it with the right person. Wouldn't it be great? We could know which are the right ones to focus on. Yes. So that is how we could just prioritize the leads and contacts and enrich them with the Zia's recommendations. So to start with, we have got you the scoring rules. The scoring rules in Zoho CRM can help you to prioritize your leads, contacts, or the prospecting customers based on the properties that you look for. And you'll also be able to define and run the scoring models for specific layouts in a module or for all of them at the same time based on your requirement. And each model can have its own set of attributes and engagements that can contribute to the score of the particular record. So once you have set your scoring rules, each record scores can be viewed in the records detail page. Followed by, we have also got you the Zia's recommendation. As you know, Zia is just going to be the AI companion of your Zoho CRM. And now Zia can just get you the best time to contact your people, detect anomaly, keeps track of the CRM activities, suggest relevant macros, workflows, the Zia scores. And in case if you would like to get any other recommendations, you can also train Zia on your requirement, and then right from there you will be able to get the recommendations. So all that you need to do is go ahead and set it in your Zia settings. So let's have a quick check. So you can find the scoring rules. So you can just define the scores. So you can find the scores. You can add or subtract scores. Based on that, you'll be able to get the records updated. And based on the scores, you'll also be able to filter the records and focus on the records that have higher scores. Say like you can just define the nourishing strategy based on the scores. So the records with higher scores are likely to be interested in our process. So we'll be able to put in minimum effort to convert them. Whereas records with least score we have to create the excitement or interest towards our product. So for that, we have to work a little more. And then we have got you the ZIA. So there you can find the ZIA's recommendation. So where you will be able to build your requirement, and right from there you will be able to get ZIA's recommendation in place. Also, you can find the system recommendation, similarity recommendation that can be built for any particular module, and the system recommendations are right there. And you can also get to know the analytics. So the product recommendation, which can be for the last quarter, you can just get to know how many been like updated, or you can also get it like for last year and all that in place. And then the sales enablement options. So any questions? All right. Again, here we have got you like a couple of options. So now that this gets our sales ready, to make it even more effective, we have got you a couple of options under the sales enablement. So to start with, we have got you the portals, which can get your customers, vendors, or your partners a platform where they can view your service, product, and place order or update their information without waiting for anyone. So you have the options to update, create a portal and provide the access for them, so they can just view the details and get to know the products that we offer or the services that is being involved in. And right there by default, every single portal user will have the access to the contacts and the notes module. However, you can just go ahead and define which other modules can be provided access with. And if you're worried about the data privacy, yes, we'll get you the good news that it works on an invite only, or let's say the sign up platform. So which means you have to set a password login in order to log into the portal and have a quick access to the data they are assigned with. So let's have a quick check. You can find the portal. So we'll have the default client portal, and you'll have the access for the notes and the contacts module. And then you can just define it with different permissions. Like you can also set it like a simple view permission where they can simply view what has been added under their account. Or you can also let them to create and update the information based on the requirement. You can set the details. And in the next step, you'll be able to provide the field permission. Not that every single field that we have added in the CRM would be displayed for them. It is up to you to define which fields to be displayed, and you can also define the permission, whether it's going to be a read-only or an editable field. So once it is set for every single module, you'll be able to get to the endpoint where you can also have a quick preview of the portal. So this is how the portal would be displayed for them. The portal users, when they log in and get to know what has been added under their account. Also, you can just invite your users. So you can just invite users uh, by sending an email invitation, or you can while sending an invitation, you can also select the language in which the invitation should be sent, or you can also create a portal form and get them submitted on your web pages. So right there, we get to the web forms, and from the contacts module, you'll be able to have the options to build your portal form and get them embedded on your page. So right there in the contact page, we have got the portal form. So this is how the portal form would look like. So when you submit your details, an email would be sent to your email address, and right from there you can just confirm the invitation and then you will be able to access your portal. So right there, you can also get the URL, the publishing options, and you'll also be able to get to know the usage along with the conversions. And all those from within your CRM system. And then the document library. So it is quite common we get uncertain while we look for certain attachments. And with Zoho CRM sales content management tool, you'll be able to get to know where the sales script, comparison sheet, or the product feature list, or any essential document has been stored. You'll also be able to add, resolve, comment, and update the information instantly and collaborate with ease. So you can just get to the document to find the documents that come through. So right there, you can just get to know the documents, and this can be added to the record while sending out an email, or you can also create the spreadsheet documents, all that in place. With just a click of a button, you'll be able to upload it from your system and all that in place. And it's time for us to see how well we are performing. So that is when we have got you the analytics and reports. So as you know, Zoho CRM comes up with default reports, let's say the 40 different default reports that can be used across any module. So you can just click on those reports to get the data at your fingertips. And to start with, here we have got you the lead analytics, which gets you the useful analysis on the leads pipeline, where you can just track the metrics like the number and the percentage of the records that drop off at various stages, and also the overall conversion rate to determine the sales efficiency. Followed by, we have got you the web form analytics. So the web form analytics would let you to identify and analyze how visitors interact with your web form, with new fields and the device-based analytical components, which we have covered already. And when you find any engagement dropouts, the user engagement dropouts, yes, you can very well check out the appropriate web form strategy to improve your conversion rates. And then comes the BI tool. So as I mentioned earlier, we have got you like 40 different pre-built reports readily available, and you can just trigger them like if you'd like to get the data at your fingertips anytime, or if you'd like to customize it, you can also customize the reports. If you feel like it is not quenching your thirst yet, you can very well go ahead and create report from the scratch. And you need not stick to the tabular format of the data, where we have got it covered under the pictorial presentation using the dashboards option. So this can give you the real-time snapshots of your organization's key metrics. So all this, you can get it from the reports module and the dashboards module. So you can just find today's leads. So you'll be able to get the number of leads that you have created along with the pictorial presentation. If you don't want, you can even delete the chart and create the chart. So when you have the column grouping, you'll be able to like rows, add rows and groupings. You'll be able to get the chart creation options. So right there, you do have the options for the quick filters, advanced filters, so that way you can just narrow down your search. Not just that, you'll also be able to join reports, which is going to let you check the reports on different periods in just a single scroll. You can find the other reports like email reports or the campaign reports, or maybe like the favorites ones, are frequently used ones under the favorites. So you can just simply click on the report and get the data at your fingertips. And now we get to the last part of the day, and that's going to be the sales process management. Again, we have got a couple of options. To start with, it's just going to be the pipeline management. So pipeline management in Zoho CRM can bring you the significant clarity to your sales data by allowing you to visualize the progressive reduction of data through various sales stages. Whether you're interested in identifying customers who are dropping out of various stages, or understanding your buyer's purchase journey, or visualizing whether you have enough prospects to achieve your targets, you can do that with your pipeline management. So right there, I've got you the dashboards, so which gets you the pipeline management. And when you follow different processes, yes, we have got you the options to build multiple pipelines. So you can just get you the deals, which will let you to filter the records based on the different pipeline options. So all the pipelines, standard ones, premium, classic, and all this you can set it up from your customization option. It's just taking a while. Just give me a quick moment. Oh, just a quick moment. I'm not sure why it is taking longer. Maybe I need to check the internet. Just a quick moment. So sales forecasting is a crucial aspect of your sales process, and that helps businesses plan, execute, measure, and improve your business goals and performance. Yes, it enables you to set and track targets and goals for the teams, manage the resources, devise the next annual budget, and even decide on the growth strategy for the financial year and a lot more. So added to this forecast feature in Zoho CRM comes up with the ZIA's analytical recommendation feature. So let's have a quick check. So we have again got a separate module for forecast. So right there, you'll be able to create forecast for the next period from the existing one, or you can also create it from the scratch where you can just define it define the type and the period like quarterly or a monthly period, and you can provide the name and you can define it for all the deals or for the selector deals. And once it has been created, you'll be able to get the complete hierarchical structure where it also gets you the idea about the overview, say like the performance trends, achievements, all that in place. And you can also get to know the analytical recommendation.